Well, it is additional thoughts time for the weekend. My voice is still slightly screwed up. I'm still kind of sick. It's crazy. It's been like 10 days. Whatever. It's been fun listening to the weekend. It's been fun kind of having him slowly. Like, I've always enjoyed the weekend, but as I move through more albums, I just enjoy him a little bit more. But also, too, I'm realizing I'm cool with pop. I'm cool with pop. And for me, that's a nice little dragon to slay in a way. I remember for a long time. It's weird. It's almost like my aversion. Well, no, I was gonna say it's almost like my aversion to pop was similar to my aversion to hip hop in the sense of, I remember being younger and, being a metalhead and all this crap and just having this weird feeling, this idea that I'm not allowed to listen to hip hop. I'm not allowed to listen to pop. Like, I couldn't be caught hearing it because all my other metalhead friends would, make fun of me or whatever, right? Which is dumb. It's true that it happens, like, depending on the circle of friends that you have, but it's still dumb, So it's been neat for me to hang out and listen to The Weeknd, who I really enjoy. And I'll get into some of his artistic stuff in a minute because I like that there's more to it than just the pop sound. But he does it so well. And this album really, honestly, I kind of found myself, Kitty, you're going to come help out? You're going to help out, Kitty? Come on. I found myself, honestly, losing a little bit of interest in the first half of the album. Not because it's not good and I don't enjoy it, but I love the back half so much. Like, the back half is just banger after banger after banger. It's fucking incredible. It's crazy. Like, you get into Heartless, Faith kind of slows down a little bit, but Blinding Lights, In Your Eyes, Save Your Tears, After Hours is my favorite. That's my favorite track. I do kind of skip over Repeat After Me. It looks like, just based off the listens, I'm not necessarily the only one that does that either. But, man, the back half, those songs are so good. I think for me, After Hours, I enjoy it the most, even though I'd say Blinding Lights and Save Your Tears are probably more catchy in the ear. But I like the After Hours is longer. I like that it's a little bit patient. It builds into its beat. And then when it drops in, it's really satisfying when it finally drops into its beat. So the second half really won me over. There's a lot of times I just started from Blinding Lights. I'd listen to basically, 5 songs. All right, cool. And that was great because that's very poppy, very mainstream. And not that that's bad or anything. Like, it's just my own little personal experience of breaking out of these weird little shells and bubbles that I've had in my life musically for whatever reason. I couldn't even explain or understand why, honestly. So that's been nice. Now, with The Weeknd specifically, I like that he pushes this aesthetic. I like that he pushes these themes through these albums. I think another reason, too, with the first half and mine not being as hooked onto the first half is I feel like listening to this album, knowing it's part of a trilogy, the first half feels a bit structured to support the idea of a trilogy. But then what's cool about it too is, like, depending on your mood, you either put it on the first half or the back half. And then in terms of the story, I like how basically this album is its own yin and yang in a way, but like from a emotional turmoil point of view. And I like how the story is unfolding of essentially from the beginning, he's, treating this girl wrong and not giving her love and attention and trying to let her go and seeing that he's hurting her and all this. And then whatever it is that happens at the end of Faith, that like sound bit with the sirens and stuff that drops into Blinding Lights, and the whole album turns and all of a sudden he realizes, oh my God, I've been a fool and I just want you in my life, but now she's gone and all this. So it's neat how the story kind of revolves in that way. But then even at the end, actually at the end of the album, now I'm mixing up, I'm getting album and the music videos mixed up in my head. I like how I think it's at the end of the album, basically he's talking about, I need you. I can't face these demons, these monsters without you in my life. But at the same time, the beginning of the album is him with her in his life. And he still can't do it. So it's just this cool cycle that keeps going. And then on the music video side, I like how the songs don't follow the flow. Like the video is going in an order that's different from the album. And then the final music video, I don't remember what the track is. Maybe it's Save Your Tears. But basically, he's this completely broken down and rebuilt construct that is the very monsters and people that he's been trying to get away from. Instead, now he's become one of them and he's performing in front of them. So, like, thematically, story-wise, like, this is fucking cool. Very cool. So it makes me very excited, and I want to hear Dawn FM. That's going to happen soon, very soon. Soon enough to make people complain. People will complain to me directly on Discord and on Twitter or wherever. Fucking more Weeknd? Yeah, because I want to hear Dawn FM so that I can then be ready for the final. Because depending on how Dawn FM goes, and I don't know how it goes, but from what I remember, it was pretty popular when it came out and it did pretty well. I just want to see how this story unfolds. Mostly because it seems like The Weeknd just ties his life into these stories. Like, it's very much seems to be sourced from him. And I'm just kind of curious, how is he doing? I don't like it when the artists suffer. We always benefit as the listeners when the artists suffer, but I would much rather artists be happy and healthy and have lives that they find fulfilling and satisfying and stuff, rather than just always being torn apart by vices and demons and all of this just crazy shit, right? I think that's it. I remember on the reaction, I think it was for Heart. No, In Your Eyes. In Your Eyes. I was talking about how the end of the song sounded like another song. Midnight. Oh, shit. Midnight City. That's the name of the song, I think. I can't remember. I literally just looked it up, but I don't remember. That was a song I was thinking of. That reminded me of that. And then was there? I didn't take any notes. This whole last week has been a disaster for me in terms of anything. Work, this, family. My poor wife's avoiding me constantly so she doesn't get sick. My son's in the other room right now coughing, sick. Sucks. Anyway, I guess kind of a short and sweet video. Really enjoyed After Hours. I like what The Weeknd does. I really appreciate him from an artistic perspective. He makes amazing pop bangers. He's got a cool aesthetic, even for like his dark, moody tracks. I love those too. He's just what he does. Now, I feel like another thing I was going to say was, his music that I've heard thus far, all in the same vein, and that's fine. Not a wide range, and I'm okay with that because the range that he exists in, he just does it so well. If you want a specific sound, a specific feel, aesthetic, he's got it dialed in. Absolutely. From the visuals, from the mood, everything. It's fucking really cool. Really cool. Okay. There you go. A little bit shorter, hopefully a little bit sweeter. Enjoying The Weeknd. Definitely turned it into a pretty big fan. Looking forward to Dawn FM. That will happen soon. Hopefully, everyone's expecting the final album to come probably this summer, so hopefully I'll be ready for it. And hopefully he'll give me time to be ready for it. I'll give him a call. I'll call. Hey, let everybody know a couple weeks beforehand when the album comes out so I can listen to FM first, okay? Yeah, okay, that'll work. All right, y'all. Take care. We'll see ya.